Good morning, Amy. Welcome to the demonstration kitchen here at the American Club in Kohler, Wisconsin. My name is Ulrich Koberstein. I'm the executive chef here at the American Club in Kohler, Wisconsin. And today we're going to cook something really special for you. It's a pesto, but it's a little bit different from the regular pestos that you tend to make that have basil, Parmesan cheese, and pine nuts in it. We're going to vary those ingredients up a little bit. And don't just think of using pesto only on pasta. You can use it with chicken, with veal, sausages, anything that really needs a little bit of a flavor kick. Pestos work well with. So by making this a little different today, we're going to put some pistachio nuts in here, some fresh mint, and a little parsley. And we're going to keep the Parmesan cheese because we love Parmesan cheese and it's a great Wisconsin cheese that we're going to be working with here today. So let's jump right in. As I said, simple dish. We want you to be able to make this at home, kind of similar to what you do on your show, Amy, encourage people to start cooking. So I'm going to take these pistachios, and pistachios are really a great nut. Not just do they have a lot of flavor, but they have a great color as well here, which is going to work well with the dish. I've got approximately a cup worth of the nuts here. I've roasted these in the oven, nice and lightly. There's a lot of flavor in here. By roasting them, what you're doing is you're concentrating the oils. They're going to give you a lot more flavor. So I'm going to put about, just about all of the nuts in. I'm going to keep a few extra for the end just to garnish the dish and create a little bit of crunch effect on the dish. I got my mint leaves here. I'm going to add the mint leaves into the blender. Now at this point, I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil already into the mix. And what you want to have happen here is see the oil going down into the bottom of the blender. By having oil in the bottom of the blender, when the blades start to spin, you're going to quickly emulsify all the ingredients and make a paste out of it, as opposed to pouring it into the top and you'll see the nuts are spinning, but you're really not making that paste yet. So I'm going to add, as I said, just a little bit in there just to get the blend going. Got a nice handful of fresh parsley here as well. And it's just roughly picked. I've taken some of the big stems off there, but just roughly picked it. Parmesan cheese, this is Savecchio Parmesan cheese, which is a great Wisconsin cheese. We're big fans of Wisconsin cheese. Throw that in there. Keep a little bit again left over just to garnish your dish at the end of the cooking process. Salt and pepper, very, very important with a pesto. In fact, with a pesto, you want this to be very, very strong and lots of big, bold flavors, because when you take it and you actually mix it with your pasta or whatever you're going to be cooking with, it's going to lose some of that flavor because you're diluting it. So make it as strong as you possibly can. A little bit more salt in there. Always important, put the lid on top of the blender. We're going to give us a quick little pulse with the Robocoup. There we go. We're going to switch it off at that point. We're going to add a little bit more oil to it, and we're gradually going to start adding more and more oil to this. And as this blends together, it's going to incorporate the oil. Before all those ingredients start to get too blended together, I'm going to add some garlic into the mix here. Now, stay away from that store-bought garlic that has all the little, all the oil and it's already mixed. Take the fresh garlic, much bigger flavor, bolder flavor. Just break pieces off that you need, put it on the cutting board, beat down on it with the back of a knife, and then you'll find that the skin comes off the garlic very, very easily. There we go. We're going to chop this very, very fine to get maximum flavor out of the garlic. There we go. And at this point, really, if you're a big garlic fan, add more garlic if you want more garlic. There we go. Into the blender. And let's put the lid on and blend it some more. It's about the consistency that I'm looking for over there. It is nice and loose, so it mixes easily with whatever I'm cooking, and it's not too grainy anymore, but has a nice little bit of texture to it. So we're going to take the pesto, transfer that, just make sure that you've got all the seasoning and all the salt and pepper in there. Transfer some of that to a bowl. And you can make this ahead of time. This will keep in your refrigerator for weeks on end. What you just need to do is make sure you take some plastic film, cover it all the way to the top with the plastic film, or otherwise, alternately, you can take some oil and put some oil over the top, and that'll keep the pesto as well. All right, we're going to take some pasta that we've cooked, and just cook it till it's nice and al dente. So you want a little bit of crunch still in the pasta. Put that into a bowl. There you go. That looks like a very nice, generous portion. couple of spoonfuls of the pesto. Mix that all together. Beautiful, fresh, vibrant flavors. And you can even take this, in fact, and put it into little ice cubes and put this into your freezer so that you have pesto year-round. Into the center of a bowl. And this is a great vegetarian dish, but really it doesn't need to be a vegetarian dish if you don't want it to be. You know, put some grilled chicken over the top of that. Today, for our purposes, some pistachio nuts over the top. Again, they can add a little bit of crunch. They can add some color there as well. And then a little bit of the Parmesan cheese sprinkled over the top of that. A very, very simple dish that you can cook for your family. Amy, bon appetit.